What is good, ladies and gentlemen? I'm so sorry. I'm back. I'm here. I'm ready to go. We are in the short qualifying session. It's a 50%er. I just missed, obviously. To anyone who knows, for RRF1, at least I missed for the sprint race. Sorry, fucking sprint qualifying and the sprint race. I did catch the end of it though while I was watching in the background. So it was a half decent ending, to say the least. I know my boy Hayden came in P2. I can't even remember who came in first now because I was literally multitasking like a motherfucker. But anyways, without further ado, let's focus on it. Let's get it. We have round 15. This is actually, technically it was round 3, but I can't even remember what happened. It was so long ago. But something obviously happened that prevented us from racing here. And now we're coming back here and redoing the race this week. I'm sure most of you guys know, on Saturday, most leagues are taking the day off for my Diesel Classic. So first and foremost, thank you to all the admins out there for all the support and helping me out and allowing your drivers to be able to compete for that elusive gold plaque. Round 1 draw occurred earlier today. If you missed it, you can always catch it on the dub zone after the race. But for now, we are going to be starting a fun qualifying session, and first up on the docket is my boy Betchers. He may be half blind, but you know what? He's always out and he's ready for some action as we go to the Circuit of the Americas, the first flying lap of the session. Nice and simple, actually. Obviously, when we don't have a sprint weekend, for the most part, these guys will do a full qualifying session. So it's nice to come in, just do a nice short qualifying session, followed by the 50%er. Definitely gives me a little bit more energy, considering I have none. Literally been putting all my energy into freaking, what's it called? The Dragon Ball. But anyways, Betchers has already invalidated through the S's. So now we go down with Find the Pass, and he cuts the freaking... Did anyone just... Excuse me, what the fuck? That caught me off guard. Honestly, did not think he would... that would be a legal lap, but I guess... What the fuck do I know, right? Now, into the back straight we go for Find the Pass, DRS Open. Actually, this man was put in a very tough group for his first race. Now, luckily, like, round 1 in the Diesel class means fuck all, but it's nice. It's funny to see all the different groups and take your time and, you know, make your assumptions, take your bets. Who do you think is going to come out on top this season? If memory serves me correctly, nobody that's competing right in this tournament has ever won the Diesel Classic this season. So we're going to have a new gold plaque, 100%. But we have a bunch of runner-ups competing. So take that what you will. Find the Pass with the first official time on the mediums with a 133.2. So yeah, just take those laps with a grain of salt, especially when you see them going on mediums. Meanwhile, Apex on softs, rolling through the slow bit of Sector 3. This is definitely the most technical bit of the entire circuit. And I would say once the tires start degrading, this long right-hander can really be a pain in the ass. I don't think I can even beat that, says Betchers. It's all good, you know. As long as you can get a legal lap in, you're doing better than me, Betchers. So let's just go with that and stick with it, you know. Darth Tim's coming up to the back straight there. Hayden, Elite, getting a little toe here from his teammate, Dimar. But Domar's also on a hot lap as well. And he actually goes off for Hayden. Interesting strategy considering Hayden is on the mediums. The kick also getting out of the way for Hayden. Little bit of a moment there from the Ferrari. I almost got a little nervous for the guy. Stays on track, keeps his car pointing forward. I think he might have lost a little bit of time. I don't think he was able to get the throttle done as fast as he wanted, but let's see if it even matters as he comes around the final corner. And across the line we go. 133.013 on the mediums for Hayden Elite. So Apex does have provisional pole, but we still have lots of time to go. Gaming Minion going around. Preet going around as well. Oh, he's having a little bit of a moment there as well with the tires. You can see the jerky with the wheel and everything. And okay, so Whitey's going to have to go around again. Let's see here. Preet. Final 2 corners now. Oh, Jesus, Murphy. The oversteer. Here we go. Preet. Across the line. And yeah, that is the slowest of the bunch. But I have a feeling it's just because of all those fucking little moments. Meanwhile, now we'll stay on board with Gaming Minion. Gaming Minion not only is a great racer, not only is he a wonderful admin and just a cool guy, but he's also my Dutch translator. So special shout out to Gaming Minion. Actually, I was being told by Domar Dimar that next time he gets an interview to get the translator out for him. So Gaming Minion, if you can hear me, we're gonna need your translating abilities one day. Not to say that you won't get an interview yourself, Minion, but just anytime, Domar, we may need you, buddy. All right, Whitey seems like second time's the charm here for Whitey. He's got a lot of battery left, though, which leads me to believe that he's not actually pushing 100% here. He's just trying to get a lap time set. And yeah, 135.0, so I was right. He wasn't actually, on the limit, I guess is the best way to put it. Tom Stroudy, also another driver doing 2 out laps. Betchers now. Can he get through the S's? He's almost out of it. I saw someone jump up at the time. I think that is Goomba up into P6 with a 133.2. And Betcher's going way too deep out of, I believe that was turn 9. Doesn't invalidate the lap, which I guess some would argue is the more important thing. But I don't think that was the most optimal line in terms of time either. So we'll see how it comes out. He's still going to be able to at least set it. It's the technical Sector 3 coming up. Wise Dog just starting the S's there. And we'll go, I guess, back with Betchers. Also have to keep an eye out on another driver who's pushing. That's Tom. That's right. Tom is going to be pushing. Got to go back to Tom in a second. See how Betchers does through Sector 3. Oh, is that a kick? There's some kick right on the grass there. Hopefully that's not fine to pass. Just because I know that will fuck up his tires. No, that was Gaming Minion. Minion's just out of the way. Nicely done for Minion. All right, here we go. Betchers. Oh, and no way. He invalidates at the very end. He's going to be kicking himself. Oh, wow. Meanwhile, let's see what Tom can do. This is his actual push lap, 136. Just void it. Put it out of your memory. Doesn't count. Well, it does count, but you know what I mean. Well, I can tell you this, sir. This lap won't count because he's invalidated. So he's going to have to go around again. Actually, let me just see how much laps of fuel he has on the car. 2.5 laps of fuel. He'll be okay. It's just more of a question is, does he want to get onto the softs sooner rather than later and, not risk it for the brisket? Bjorn Gamer is out there. Reaper's just started his hot lap. Brewdog coming into Sector 3. So it's going to be Brewdog, and then I'll go down to Bjorn. Brewdog just going through the triple right-hander into the 2 final corners, the 2 left-handers. And here we go across the line for the first official time for Brewdog, which is a 134.6. Now we go down to Bjorn. Coming through the final corner now of 20. Yes, there are 20 corners around this track. And Bjorn takes provisional pole with a 132.606. Okay. I see some guys are putting their big boy pants on. Oh, and there he goes. Reaper invalidating through, I believe that was turn 15. And he's going to have to go around again. Luckily for him, he didn't do it on like 19 or 20, because that would obviously entail that he has to go and do it like 2 more times, essentially. Because, yeah, we all know what happens if you invalidate. It invalidates your next lap. It's so stupid. Actually, it's not really stupid, because sometimes you can, like, fuck up that last corner to, like, give yourself a better, I guess, exit. So I guess it does make sense. But anyways, I digress. I guess it just more sucks when you're actually not trying to do that and you're pushing the car and then you just accidentally fuck up the limits just at the very end. And then, I mean, yeah, you're kind of stuck in that weird limbo, I guess, the best way to put it. Meanwhile, the 49 ripping through, sitting in at P17 because he hasn't set a lap time yet. Time to beat, if you want pole position, is a 132.606. And you have to think, with about 5 minutes to go in the session, a lot of guys are going to start, you know, picking it up now. We had quite a few drivers on medium tires to start this qualifying session. I don't know if that's strategy. Maybe they didn't have the tires that they needed. Regardless, 49, a 134.5. Considering he wasn't using battery, that's pretty damn good. I'd be curious to see what happens when he actually uses some battery. Because, as you guys, I mean, you guys can clearly see he's not really using it compared to like Preet over here. Low fuel, 16% battery. You know Preet's pushing. Oh my goodness, that was pretty nice. 133.5, so improves by 0.7 and only jumps 2 positions. But I guess this is where the everyone is really close. I didn't even notice Tom Stroudy, a 132.3 on the mediums. That motherfucker came out of nowhere, quite literally, as far as I'm concerned. Darth Tim's doing a solid job up there in P7. Not somewhere you normally see Darth Tim's. Normally you see him in the wall. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not actually kidding. I'm actually dead serious. Normally you actually do find him in the wall. It's quite funny and hilarious. Not for him, but for me. And again, 49 not using the battery. I've got this, I believe. I can get front row. Wow, Find the Pass actually has confidence in himself in a qualifying session. Oh my god, the 49! Epic failure. Does he have enough fuel to get... Hold on, I need to see this. Does he have enough fuel? Oh, he has plenty of fuel. He's fine. Get around the track as fast as you can. Go. Oh, shit. That's hilarious. Well, I mean, if 49 doesn't push, he's fucked. He's going to kind of almost fuck himself a little bit. Not a little bit. Quite a lot, actually. Yeah, push the car, 49. Get you. I think you have enough time. It'll be by the skin of your teeth, but... see here, wise dog. Again, not using the battery, and it's throwing me off because I can see these guys on push laps are actually, you would think they're trying, but then they're not using any battery, and it's just like, oh, okay, cool, I'll just fuck myself then. Dom apparently is not improving at all through Sector 1. He was down 2 seconds, apparently. He's still pushing, though. So I'm going to see if maybe that was a glitch. Maybe see what his time is coming out of Sector 2. No, he completely veers off and backs off the lap there. Meanwhile, Bjorn, he's a driver that's going to be pushing. Did have pole position for a little bit in this session, and then he invalidates going through turns 10. Well, 9 and 10, specifically. Man, this is going to be a nice, fun shootout. We got 1:40 to go in the session. Got some traffic up ahead. I don't think it's going to affect Twisted. Ooh, he goes a little deep out of 9. Keeps it legal. Into 10, now 11. This is really important. Get your braking down and get a good exit into the DRS section. It's kind of shitty that he's moved off to the side. Doesn't give him a slipstream. Doesn't even take the slipstream, actually. I feel like Twisted could have moved over to the left, I guess. What do I know? And now into 12. This is a very important braking zone here at COTA. Especially out of that DRS section. And there you go. Twisted invalidates. Hayden's just started. Apex going through. Bjorn is going around again. At least he has enough time to go around again. So attempt number 2 for Bjorn. Where's Tom in all this? Tom, he'll have enough time as well just for one hot lap. Hayden, this is his final chance here. Who else is going through? Oh, we got Brewdog, of course. The Ferrari of Domar. Dymar is out there. The 2 McLarens are pushing. See what Destroyer Drac can do, actually. I know Reaper is right behind him. Oh, my goodness. This guy's McLaren's literally leaving it to the last second here. And he gets it across the line. P4 for the first and only lap for Destroyer Drac. Meanwhile, his teammate Reaper coming across the line. Only good enough for P16. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The session is officially over. Bjorn is out of contention. Tom is pushing for a banker lap. Apex coming around the final bend now. Apparently he was up by a 10th through 2 sectors. What can he do here? Up almost 3/10 to get P3. At least the best he can do for now. Find the pass, invalidates. Hayden. Then, and it's Darth Timms. Maybe Gaming Minion. We also have Tom Stroudy up there. Hayden now going through the final corner across. He does. It's provisional pole for Hayden. So Tom is not out of the woods yet. Let's see if he's how he's doing. Oh, he's not improving through 2 sectors. This could be very tight. Goomba is right there. There's so many freaking drivers. Wise Dog is just about to come through. I believe that was Whitey who just came across the line. Or was that Dom? Dom or Whitey? It was one or the other. Here we go. It's Twisted. And he stays in P, or he goes up to P7, sorry. Wow. I'm like losing my train of thought here. And here we go. Tom, backs off completely. Destroyer off. Pass. Hasn't improved. Gaming Minion, no. Okay, so Whitey's done. Minion, Woodsy's off. And Reaper is done. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are done for the session. And now we will move on to... Well, we have a 5-minute break, and then we have, of course, the 50%er. So Hayden will start on pole position, followed by Tom in P2, Dom in P3, Apex P4, Bjorn in P5, Destroyer P6, Goomba P7, Twisted P8, Find the Pass in P9, Whitey P10, Dark Tim's in 11, Minion in 12, Brewdog 13, Preet 14, Woodsy 15, Wise Dog 16, Reaper 17, Betcher's in 18, 49 in 19, and Domar, the only person that did not set a time, to round us out in P20. Look at my last lap in race director would have been pole. I mean, I trust you. I trust you. I'm just too lazy, man. But yeah, there you have it. There's going to be your results. And now we have a 5-minute break. So I'm going to start it right now. Enjoy yourselves. Grab your beers. Hit your brews. Do or hit your pulls, grab your beers, go to the loo, do what you got to do. And we will see you very, very soon. Love you all. Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy DieselDominator, and we are here for RRF1 Wednesday Division. It is round 15, aka technically round 3. We are making up for lost time. This is technically a break week in RRF1, but we are redoing the race that we missed, and we are going to the Circuit of the Americas, aka Austin, Texas, one of 3 tracks in, of course, the United States of America. Actually, my personal favorite out of the 3. We just actually finished a wonderful qualifying session. We had a sprint race, but let's go into my notes. 20 corners altogether, 11 being to the left and 9 to the right, 5.5 kilometers or 3.4 miles. The 2 DRS zones, 1 on that main straight and 1 on the long back straight going into turn 12. Elevation of 30.9 meters, pretty crazy. And here's one of the elevations going up the hill into turn 1. As you can see, Jensen Button and Michael Schumacher getting into a little bit of action. Come back in 2012. That was 12 years ago. Jesus. Now, moving further into turn 11, got to get a good exit to get into that DRS section that I was talking about. You can see the 2 Ferraris battling it back in 2019. Then moving further into that braking zone of turn 12, where we have the old and infamous rivals of Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. And I mean, this is a lot of the stuff you probably are going to see in this main race coming up if you're definitely going to want to get a move done with that DRS zone. Here are the Pirelli compounds for this evening. You got the Pirelli soft to the left, mediums in the middle, and the hards on the right. Inters and wets, I guess, are a possibility, but as you guys are about to see, that is not looking like the case here today. So without further ado, we can now hopefully soon enough start the formation lap and get this party underway. Yeah, I can't even remember what happened in the sprint. Obviously, once this race is finished, I'll be able to look at the menu and be able to tell you what happened in the sprint race officially. The only thing I can actually remember is Hayden got second place in the sprint, and now he's got pole position, if I'm not mistaken. So, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. Also, of course, name and shame time. And when everyone does a formation lap, if anyone mucks up their grid position, you will get called out live on stream. It's my favorite aspect of anything, really. Like, I could probably make an entire year's compilation video of just people mucking up their grid positions. I don't know why I find it so amusing. I must just be an idiot. Anyways, here we go. Enough about me. Let's get into the tire compositions for our drivers to start this race. Wow, okay, well, it kind of makes my life kind of easy, actually. Everyone, for the most part, starting on the medium composition. Then you have Preet on the softs and Woodsy on the hards. And there's your tire strategy, folks. I mean, or your tire breakdowns for our drivers. Not too complicated whatsoever. It would be interesting to see how Preet does. Woodsy obviously going for the long game. I'll be curious to see if he can get some good temperature into the tires early on and not lose too many positions. He's sitting in P15. If he can get up into like the top 10 by I would say like lap 5, then Woodsy is prime gold position for where he would want to be. Meanwhile, up at the top, I mean, it's going to be a shootout, really. All these drivers on the same strategy, and for the most part, they're all these are all 8, 9. Yeah, 9 different teams are in the top 9. So when it comes to double stacking, at least, that will not be an issue for any of our drivers. At least for the time being. You obviously never know. I guess Minion and Find the Pass could be in danger, but you guys know what I mean. It's at least the top drivers, if they battle it out for long periods of time, it won't be the end of the world. But anyways, here we go. Name and shame time. Everyone is lining up to their grid spot. It's going to have a sip of the brewski. Oh, Twisted, you fucked up. And that's it. All right, nice and simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And we're off racing. Twisted has a drive-through penalty already. And we go up the hill to turn 1. Going to position changes for the start of this race. Pretty much everyone on the mediums, except for 2 drivers. Get a nice look as we go through the exit for the first time. Oh, there's a contact, and 2 drivers just went flying off the track. Oh boy, already carnage and contact through the S's for the first couple laps there. I think that was Whitey getting in contact because he's lost 5 positions there. Meanwhile, a nice move up the inside potentially there from Goomba at a turn 11. Now they have a little drag race going into 12. Go on board with Twisted as we get a nice view of the battle. Of course, Twisted in his own problems, and he, oh my goodness, very late on the brake and goes way too deep and succumbs multiple positions there. Oh, he comes up the inside of Preet. He's just trying to fight back. Preet. Oh my goodness, Preet wants that. I mean, he's going to get it eventually when Twisted comes in for the drive-through penalty, but still. Brewdog up 4 positions. He'll be happy with that. Looking good. Oh, Twisted serving the time penalty right away. Oh my goodness, there was almost a little bit of an incident seam there. Some guy almost lost the rear end, but kept it together. Meanwhile, we'll go back up to the top. You got Tom in P1 is taking the lead ahead of Hayden. Then you got Apex in P3, Dom in P4, followed by Destroyer in P5. Gotta love to see it. Destroyer Drac getting back into it, feeling the groove. He is under pressure, though, from Bjorn. Bjorn is no slouch when it comes to this game. Oh, my goodness. Gumball going way too deep there and find the pass. Doing what he does best and finding that pass. Nicely done. Preet has now messed up in the background. So Preet is off the track. Looks like Twisted is just going to pass him back there. Woodsy making a move on Minion for P10. I feel like I said this in the formation lap. If he did this, he would be very happy. Ooh, Whitey trying to sneak his nose in there. All drivers giving each other plenty of space. A nice look on board with Whitey as we go into that penultimate corner. Yeah, I feel like Woodsy had the better angle, but he's just kind of forced out because of other drivers. You got to be so aware of everyone else around you. You got Domar up there fighting for it. Wise Dog in the thick of things. Oh, here comes Domar. Having a look, maybe for a double move up the inside in turn 1. No, I think's better of it. I think he was just more worried about that kick than anything else. Man, Woodsy finally gets B11. Whitey backs off a little bit before the S's. You get a nice helicopter shot of the 3-way battle. Actually, it's like a 4-5-way battle, essentially. Beautiful shot here. All the drivers going through turn 10 now into turn 11. You can see turn 11 is almost like a hairpin. They got an awkward little hairpin. Then, of course, you go up the hill. DRS activated for all these guys in their little train. By the way, Hayden is now taking the lead of this race ahead of Tom for at least the time being. The battle in this midfield is raging on. I got to give some love to these guys. I mean, they're really giving us a show. Despite the fact that they aren't really fighting for the lead, they are fighting for some good positions here. And there's been some great action. Got to give a shout out to Domar, up 7 spots. Doing what he does best. I think he did that last week as well. And that was Brazil. He absolutely killed it in Brazil. Oh, there's contact. Whitey and Woodsy. I mean, it was almost inevitable. These guys have been fighting for like the last 3 laps. There's bound to be a little bit of contact. And the Reaper, I think, got the best exit out of the final corner. And he's going to be like, fuck all of you. I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh, the Mercedes going to try and fight up on the inside, but I still believe the McLaren has the better line. And he does. What a gorgeous move from the Reaper. Gaming Minion kind of in his own world. So we'll move up ahead, give some love to these guys in this train. It's all P1 all the way down to P7, essentially. And Goomba's not that far off from pass, so it could potentially be a 9-way train. Meanwhile, Tom and Aiden exchanging positions once again. Go now to the tire compositions, so you can see. Nothing too crazy happening up at the front. Not as much as that midfield battle. In midfield, it feels like lots of overtakes are happening in every which corner. It just seems like it. Whereas this battle up here at the front is more just a battle of consistency. These 3-second time penalties obviously will eventually hurt drivers as we come to the conclusion of this race. But we're still on lap 5 of 28, very early in this session. So, I mean, there's still plenty of time for other drivers to get penalties. Then there's, of course, plenty of time for these guys to get more penalties. Hopefully, we don't want that, but hey, it's just got to be said, you know, it's possible. Meanwhile, Hayden sticking with Tom. It feels like these two will be exchanging positions for multiple laps here, especially if they get clean exits on each other out of the turn 11 here coming up. You can see Hayden right on the bumper of Tom as we go into the corner. Very smart on the braking, being patient, not forcing the issue, and not even like getting squirrely at all whatsoever. It looks like Tom, though, got a really good launch out of the exit. I don't even think Hayden's going to be able to pass him here. There's just not enough speed there from the Ferrari. Meanwhile, Bjorn making a move on Dom, maybe cut up the inside a little, but does not get any more warnings. At least he sticks with that 3-second that he has right now as it stands. Go back down to that like 4-way battle for what was it, P11 here. And it looks like Domar has got the move ahead of Whitey now. Reaper still in the thick of things. You got Betchers right there. Blind ass Betchers. Wise Dog in the thick of things. Woodsy's kind of backed off, a little disappointing. He was doing so well with those hards, but it looks like everyone around him, he's just like, I'm done. I'm not risking the biscuit. I feel like once you go side by side with people for like 4 or 5 laps, it's either like you're tired of this shit and you just want to drive comfortably and not have to worry about crashing into other people, or you just go with it and you just keep pushing, you know? See here, Brewdog and Goomba, they've fallen off at least the top pack for now. But at least Brewdog is keeping Goomba honest. I'm curious, is Brewdog going to be able to take advantage? He's nice and close here. As I said before, it's just a matter of getting a clean exit out of the freaking corner. And it looks like Goomba just absolutely got a killer exit in comparison. And I think he's going to be able to keep it. Look at the difference. That's all it takes. It's a long back straight. Don't get me wrong. It's very easy to make overtakes. But when you get good exits like that from Goomba, it just makes it so much more difficult. Meanwhile, up here, we got Bjorn, Dom, and Find the Pass. Big key factors to take note here. Bjorn has a 3-second time penalty. Dom and Find the Pass do not. So Dom and Find the Pass need to be patient, and they also are kind of battling each other. The only problem is they both have DRS behind Dom, so they're kind of like in a weird position when it comes to fighting each other. Yeah, they're going to have to hope maybe Bjorn makes a mistake somewhere, somehow. Find the Pass. Got some good straight line speed. Going to have a look. Yes, he does. Up the inside of Dom. And he sneaks the car in. Wow. Cheeky little bastard. But he gets it done. That's I guess that is all that matters. Lost a little bit of time to Bjorn, but it's not the end of the world. He's now catching up a little bit. Good job, 67%. Bjorn is at 20% battery, so if Pass wants to take advantage, he potentially could. Moving back up to the front of the pack, you got Tom ahead of Hayden still. Shit has just gone down in the background. It looks like Darth Timms is off at the S's. So both RBs not having fun here in the Circuit of the Americas. First it was Preet having troubles. Now it seems like Darth Timms. And it sucks too because Timms was having a great session too. It seemed like qualifying he was on the ball. But yeah, Coda can be a real pain in the ass. As I said, this triple right-hander is going to affect every driver differently depending on their degradation. And potentially, of course, their setup. Can't forget about the setup. Also, shout out to Destroyer Drac and Apex for being able to keep up with Hayden and Tom despite having obvious 3-second time penalties that will, you know, obviously hurt them come the end of this race. At least in the battle for the top positions. In terms of battling it for P3, Drac and Apex are actually kind of looking good in that sense. Now, what the hell just happened in the background? I feel like Reaper... Yeah. Just looking at it, I feel like Reaper might have crashed into the pit lane. He's destroyed his front wing. And now he's going to have to limp back home into the pits. I don't know if he's going to retire from the session or not, but regardless, that is a harsh blow to the McLaren driver. Looks like Brewdog has gotten past the Goomba for P8 in this race. There are quite a bit of laps in this track, considering that the laps are, what, 1:30 each? Oh, here we go. Find the pass. Going for the undercut here. Now, the undercut is very powerful. Another thing, too, with the one-stop or two-stop, because this is Circuit of the Americas, I have seen a lot of two-stops really work well. Obviously, I'll just be curious to see what Find the Pass ends up doing. He's come on to some fresh hards. Where does he come out in relation? It looks like he's going to come out in P11, Find the Pass. And now he can start his charge for the undercut. We'll see if any of the top drivers respond in kind. You got Dom and Bjorn still with each other. You have to think, if Find the Pass can get ahead of Bjorn on the undercut, he could be in a good position. We do know it takes a while for the hard tires to get into their own groove, I guess, if you will. Dom gets past Bjorn. Brewdog past Goomba once again. Oh, Goomba. I'm going to try and maybe go for a move on Brewdog. His Brewdog looked like he was struggling with his braking into 12. Oh, Goomba has a look inside of 15. He's cheeking his nose in there. Now we go to the triple right of 16, 17, and 18. Is Goomba? No, Goomba's going to go around the long way. That's asking a lot. Now he's off the racing line. Brewdog backs off. He doesn't want to force the issue, and Goomba retakes P7. But I have a feeling this fight is not over by any stretch. Meanwhile, back up here, you got Dom and Bjorn doing their thing. See how the top drivers are doing. Wow, Tom and Hayden both basically at 100% battery. Destroyer pretty much the same. Apex is actually the one that is using the battery. In the past, in my experience, that usually tells me if he runs too low on the battery, he does run the risk of falling off the pace of the top three, and he could even be potentially under threat from Dom or even Bjorn if he doesn't watch himself. Because, I mean, he's literally competing with guys with 90% battery. So, I don't know. We'll see. Let's go back down. Try and see if we can give some love to other guys here as well. The two Red Bulls of Twisted and Wise Dog. Oh, we got some pits up at the front. Also, Preet has Preet's crashed. Just up ahead here. Or has retired is either crashed or just retired on track. From Reaper's POV there, it almost looked like he had retired on track. We obviously didn't see it, so we can't really say for sure. Regardless, we continue on. Full safety car. Find the Pass is now in P6. And he's going to come out behind Apex. Actually, they're not in a terrible spot. Tom and Destroyer kind of get free pit stops, if you will. They'll be smiling. I mean, some of our drivers, I think some of those top guys were just coming into the pits. Like Hayden had just come in. It was almost like an awkward timing. I don't know how much that actually like helped them out or not. We'll get the idea right here, though. All right, so Tom, Destroyer, coming in. And here comes Hayden. Hayden's literally still under Delta. Coming through that final corner. Tom is going. And yeah, there you have it. Wow. So Destroyer, Drac, and Tom stay ahead. Find the Pass did get the undercut to work, I believe, though. He beat out Bjorn. And now we get to enjoy ourselves. So a little break in the action. I would have undercut everyone if no safety car was gaining 3 seconds a lap. Yeah, and this is what I was saying. The undercut, very, very powerful here at the Circuit of the Americas. Unfortunately, though, that did not happen for Pass, and he will now have to endure. All right, so while we wait for everyone to get up to each other, I'm going to go hit a bull real quick. We're probably going to go around one more full lap, and then Bert should get his stupid ass back into the box. All right, I'm back. And the field is pretty much caught up to each other now. As I guessed, we will continue racing on the next lap. It'll literally be pretty much the halfway point of this race. Now, I'm sure all of you guys can see that everyone is on pretty much a fresh set of hards, except for one, who is TSD Woodsy, sitting in P10 currently. But yeah, haven't done that mandatory pit stop. I don't know how long those hards are going to be lasting, what his strategy is going to end up being. Clearly, you would assume he's going for a one stop. All right, so Tom now becomes the defunct safety car. Take a look at the time penalties for our drivers. Some have 6 seconds, some have 3 seconds. We'll go back to that near the conclusion of this race. Meanwhile, now we'll focus back on the restart. Tom ahead of Destroyer, ahead of Hayden, ahead of Apex. Here we go. So we are back to racing speed. Get rid of the glitch for you folks. There you go. We are not under safety car anymore. Going through the S's on the restart here. It's like Domar getting nice and close with Woodsy there. This is the one thing that I was saying with Woodsy not boxing. He's definitely going to be under threat from these guys with the fresher tires. And you can see already lost 2 seconds to Brewdog. Domar needs to get past Woodsy, ASAP Rocky. Extra grip as the inside move. Just needs the speed now. It's a drag race down into turn 12. Up the hill we go. Yo, Woodsy holding his own in the drag race, but Domar has the inside. And that little bit more grip to get the position. Nicely done from Domar. Oh, we got some action there. It's Betchers and Twisted. Oh, there's contact there. And Betchers goes flying in to the back. I mean, it could have been worse, but definitely Betchers getting the worst out of all those shenanigans there. Didn't appear to be any damage. I could be wrong, but move back up to the front. You got Goomba and Brewdog. Yeah, it seems like these two can't get away from each other. They're going to have fun together, I think, all race. Now, obviously, these penalties are going to start to hurt our drivers eventually. But as it stands, at least right now, they should be okay. They need to just keep their P's and Q's intact. Make sure they don't get overzealous. Because, I mean, anyone who's got 3 seconds can't afford anymore. And there's always the potential that guys that don't have penalties could incur one. Because these guys will be fighting, especially for a few laps coming up. Oh, Apex. Well, nudge in the back there for Hayden. This is the thing I'm talking about, man. It's not even just watching even track limits. It's just like watching the car ahead of you two, making sure your braking is fucking on point. We've seen multiple times. If you get that braking mucked up, and you can fly right into the back of somebody, damage your entire race, and fuck up another person's. So it's like not only did you like mess up your race, but now you have to feel guilt tripped on mucking another person's race and potentially getting another penalty from the stewards. It's just kind of like a double whammy at that point. All right, so go back down here. Let's see if there's a nice little train here behind Wise Dog here. It's literally Wise Dog all the way to the back. I'm shocked though that Woodsy is staying out there just strutting on essentially. Did I just see did Betchers just make a move on Minion? Minion, you just got overtaken by a guy who's half blind. Go Betchers! Oh, Minion's fighting back. He heard me. Minion's like, nah, not today, motherfuckers. Uh-oh, 3 seconds for Apex. Is that 3 more? Yeah, it is. So it's 6 for Bjorn, 6 for Apex, 3 for Destroyer Drac. But he is in the lead of this race. I mean, Drac will be kind of happy with his pace, I'm sure. Not too happy with the penalty. But he's showing good pace, rolling up the hill for lap 17 of 28. Oh, Bjorn has lost the rear end terribly. And now that will open the door for Dom for P6. Oh, heartbreak for Williams. He was right on the heels of that train, and I don't know, I guess maybe got a little overexcited with the throttle. That's the only thing I can assume. I'm sure he knows exactly what he did. Meanwhile, we still have that battle between our top 5 raging on. Bjorn's not falling off too far either. He's still with them. He's about 4/10 away from the pack. Meanwhile, Tom makes a move up the inside of Destroyer Drac, retaking the lead of this race on track. He doesn't want to rely on penalties, does Tom? Meanwhile, of course, Hayden sticking right there as well. If Hayden wants to fight for the lead, though, he does need to get past Destroyer Drac. Drac is going to be kind of a thorn in the side of the Ferrari, if you will. And, yeah, nothing done here through this train, at least up the main straight, going into turn 1. Dom and Bjorn, nicely done, keeping each other company. Now Daimar in it with Goomba and Brewdog. The twosome has become a ménage à trois, as they would say en français. It's getting real sexy up in the air. We got Goomba, Domar versus Brewdog, sorry. Battling it out for P8. Obviously, we're going to pretend that Brewdog doesn't have any time penalties to make it a nice, fun, on-track battle. Back has separated a little bit now. Meanwhile, Dom makes a move past Bjorn. Domar making a move past Goomba. Definitely most of the moves are happening into turn 12. It's just a matter of not mucking up your braking zone from Ferrari. As you can see, Goomba now trying to take advantage of the mistake of Domar. Now having a second look up the inside. They're both leaving each other's space, or at least Domar leaving the space for Goomba up the inside. Goomba, though, not able to keep the speed on the exit, and Domar retains P8, at least for now. Also important to note, 10 laps to go now, folks. 10 laps to go. Ooh, Goomba up the inside. And nicely done from Goomba into turn 1. And now Domar has to follow suit through the S's. Meanwhile, back up at the top. Nice helicopter shot again. I love these freaking shots, man. All right, let's take a look at the batteries. Destroyer Drac, 94% battery. Tom sitting at around 90 as well, using the overtake button to try and stay ahead of Drac. Meanwhile, Hayden has 71%. Apex, basically none. And Find the Pass with 57. This could open the door for Find the Pass. Meanwhile, Tom and Destroyer not giving each other. I mean, they are respecting each other, they're giving each other space, but they're not giving each other the positions. You know, they're still fighting for P1, despite the fact that the Drac has the 3-second time penalty. They are both driving like they don't have any penalties, and it's just great to see. Could be a little frustrating for Tom though, because obviously Hayden right behind him now, and Hayden is Tom's biggest threat. Hayden maybe could bite on the back here of the Frenchman. Well, not for now, at least. We go another lap around this wonderful circuit in Austin, Texas. See here, if Hayden can get a good exit out of here, because he's nice and close to Tom. Using that overtake button. Same with Tom, though. They're pretty much on the same battery. I feel like Hayden needs to get past Destroyer and then stay behind Tom. And then I think he'll have the best chance. You can see Tom now still fighting with Destroyer once again. Oh, we're going to have a look on the inside of 13 now. This is obviously the more technical bit, and Tom is going to get the move done. Destroyer leaving plenty of room and space. Meanwhile, Hayden now going to be definitely licking his lips. Got to be like, damn, he needs this. Don't even get me started on Find the Pass. He's kind of like in a similar position. Oh, there's contact between Destroyer and Tom. That could open the door there. Hayden backs off, is very patient there. Does not want to force the issue. Almost hinders himself there on the exit of the final corner. And now Find the Pass is going to take advantage. You know he's going to take advantage of other drivers getting impeded. And there you have it. Find the Pass gets the move done. Now he's behind Hayden. Oh my goodness. This top battle still rages on. Oh my goodness, the Reaper. No, sorry, that's in the pits, folks. That is in the pits. So, no safety car. I repeat, no safety car. Bert, stay your ass in the pits. Oh my goodness. Tom made the move and he goes to... That is... How many times have we seen that? A person make the move going into 12 and then way too late on the braking, going way too deep. I mean, Tom is lucky he only loses one position to Drac, you know, because obviously Hayden right there just waiting for these mistakes, quite literally. And that's what usually separates the best from the best, is just, you know, that one little mistake that could potentially cost you. Of course, Tom is also really lucky that he's got Destroyer Drac to get DRS from. Help him just with that slipstream on the main straights. He's not making also like multiple mistakes over and over again. It's just like one every once in a while. Another driver, though, who loves watching mistakes is this man right here in the kick. He's got to be weary of Apex because he knows if he makes a mistake, Apex is going to take advantage of that. And then he's hoping that maybe Hayden and Tom go side by side and they can maybe slow each other down. That would be probably optimal for the kick driver. Let's go back and give some love to some of these guys here. It's Tom that makes the move past Destroyer Drac. A little deja vu action for you there up at the front. We'll go back to the battle for the top position. Don't you guys worry. Watching Goomba now, Domar, Daimar, and Brewdog. And nicely done. Domar gets it done and does not go too deep into turn 12. Ooh, Goomba having a fight into 15. Domar, better line, better exit speed, keeps the position through the triple right-hander. And he's right on Domar's ass. Like, Goomba not allowing the Dutchman to get away with this. Oh, he's got slipstream, he's got DRS. You can see that extra straight line speed. And he's going for the move up the inside. Does force Domar wide. Is Domar going to try and fight back on the inside? Going into the S's? No, he's going to have to succumb it. And Goomba gets back P8 at least for the time being. Oh, there's more shit in the background. There is a safety car. The 49 has crashed with Darth Timms. And the 49 is out of this race. Darth Timms, I have no idea what he's doing. I think he's recuperating. Maybe he has a concussion. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, Darth Timms has a concussion. We're just being told on the radio. But yeah, we do have a full safety car. Where the hell is my Darth Tim's button? There it is. All right, well, Tim's doing us proud. Unfortunately, I didn't catch any of it whatsoever. It was very upsetting on that end of it. Ooh, drive-through penalty! Speeding under the safety car. Dark Tim's, fuck. Oh my goodness. Oh, great. Yeah, drive-through. Not only do you get a drive-through penalty, Bjorn, but now you have a 10 seconds on top of that. So Bjorn is completely just got screwed over by penalties. Then again, it's also important to note, so find the pass on the fresh softs here. I just dive bombed him. I'm fucked. Hey, you said it, not me. I guess we can. Should we interview 49 after? Like, so 49, please explain to us what the fuck happened. So, I mean, you guys can see Tom, Hayden, Apex, Dom, and Brewdog have stayed out on their hard compound tires. Destroyer Drac, find the pass. Bjorn on fresh soft. Bjorn not really a big thing. It's more like Domar is on fresh softs. Find the pass. Destroyer. It's just Bjorn sucks with that. It sucks with the drive-through penalty, so that's not going to work out for him. Goon was on fresh mediums, but I feel like softs should be able to last 2 laps, whatever it's going to be. Might even just be this one lap here. Keep an eye out for a late lunge into the frickin' pit lane. I've seen it happen before. Hopefully not the case. All right, Darth Tim's going to send us the incident for the stream. Oh, we have some more pits. Some more pits here. Alrighty then. So we'll see. We'll see if he does. Gonna try something while we're under safety car. It's taking uploads. It's all good. Well, I don't know. My stupid brain said to invite 49. I know he's really pissed off. I don't think anyone would blame him, but it would be nice to hear him. He can maybe vent off some steam. All right, safety car is coming in this lap. right, Hayden. Gonna do the Hayden button. Maybe it will inspire Hayden.
Did I go for it? Did I send it? Or didn't send it?
Yeah, you
send it!
That's exactly what he's gonna have to do if he wants to beat Tom here today. 3 laps to go, folks. It's a 3-lap shootout. 16 drivers remain. And we are back to racing speed. Here we go. And not much of a getaway from Tom as Apex, Hayden all together and destroy me. Got a massive contact into turn 1 on the restart. Oh my goodness. I mean, I couldn't even begin to explain to you what just happened. Gonna try and let the replay figure it out for us. Live to the left, replay to the right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, oh my goodness, that's a concertina effect right there. That's legitimately what just happened there. Nice thing for Hayden though is he's not pressured by the guys behind. He is right on Tom's back. Apex can find the pass, gonna fight it out for maybe P3 on track. These two placing close to each other. Domar right in the thick of things. A solid P5 for him. Goomba has made a move past Brewdog. I feel like that's a little bit of deja vu for myself. Brewdog, though, stayed out on the 15-lap Old Heart, so he'll be hurting. Apex also going to be hurting. Is find the pass on those fresh softs. He has got that grip. Yo, find the pass is quite literally flying through here. We're on board now with the kick driver. He's got Hayden just up ahead. Find the pass with the overtake. DRS has just got enabled. I don't know how the hell Hayden got that extra boost. It was almost like Hayden pressed the NOS button there to stay ahead of pass. He does have the extra grip through some of these turns. Apex and Domar now fighting it out. Domar with the fresh softs compared to Apex, and he's gonna get it through the S's. Apex has to succumb. That was a little nerve-wracking if you were Apex. He almost lost it, it seemed like, but he keeps it on track. There's only 1.5 laps to go. Wow. So Tom still leading ahead of Hayden, and then find the pass on the fresh 3-lap Old Softs. And you can tell, find the pass, try to get that extra grip, try to get that extra straight line speed. Have it look up the inside, but Hayden. No, it's Hayden. Using that DRS, and he's not going to pass Tom. No, but find the pass is going to force it then. Up the inside, and he has the grip to do it. And he's going to continue to still push. This is not over by a long shot. Tom is going to have to do everything in his power to hold off, find the pass. He's got the extra grip. He goes defensive. It's going to force him away the long way around. You can tell Tom is getting defensive in his driving here. It's clean, but it's freaking aggressive there. It's an aggressive defensive maneuver, you know? He's just forcing find the pass on the wrong side, but it's not going to matter because pass takes the inside for the fucking lead of this race. Oh my goodness. Domar is also right there. I don't know if Hayden's going to allow his teammate to get by. This is nuts. Tom is right there, though. He's not. Find the pass goes a little deep through the S's. Find the pass is not escaping with ease here. Tom is right on his ass, and of course, he's going to have DRS going bad in his back straight here. Oh my God. And then, of course, you got Hayden as well. Dimar, he's going to stay back there. I guess we're going to get a nice long view shot from Hayden. It's DRS, Tom DRS. Can they get the move done? Pass, find the pass. It's Tom and Hayden. No, Hayden's got no room. So Tom tries to block a pass, but pass just has that more extra grip. Gets a little deep out of 13 into through 14 and now 15. Tom has a look up the inside. Oh my goodness. Pass. Some great side-by-side action. It's just the extra grip. Tom gets squirrely though. Through the triple right. Can Hayden take advantage right on his bumper through the final corner? And no, he can't. It's fine to pass ahead of Tom. Hayden in a solid P3. Domar P4. What a ending to this race. Absolutely fantastic action all around. Oh, and we just got the Darth Tim's footage, by the way, folks. So hopefully I remember to show that. But first things first, we need to get to our interviews, of course. Brewdog, I've known you a very long time, Destroyer Drac, and that was one of the worst moves I've ever seen you do. I was like the nicest diss ever. Oh, shit. All right, there you have it, folks. So Tom won the sprint race. Hayden won the won the main race. And there is the whole results over the whole weekend. There's your sprint results, and there is your race results. Just a couple incidents. And there you have it. All righty then. Okay, download that, this, that. Oh, shiza, I forgot to. Hey! Alrighty, then, so I'm just going to go in here. So, we'll wait and see who will join us for interviews this evening, folks. Just give everyone a little bit of time to try and get in here. I invited 4 drivers. I kept it simple, actually, to be honest. Our top 3 and Mr. Goomba, because I have to ask Goomba about that battle that he had all freaking race, and then it became eventually a menage a trois with Domar Dimar, that little pain in the ass, but it was all good. It's some good fun action nonetheless. I think everyone's in the chat. Here we go. We're ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Interviews begin. We're going to start off with, as I said, we're going to start off with TSD Goomba. I mean, it seemed like you and Brewdog were just never left each other's sight for that entire race. Obviously, there's some separation towards the end, but some good battles in the middle and the start of the race. Give us your thoughts, Goomba. How was it for you, mate?
Yeah, it's not always my favourite track, this track, but this year it's grown on me. It's not a terrible track this year. The past years, that S section has been utter horrible, but this year, I don't know what they've done to the physics of the cars, but the S section feels so much better this year.
Well, it's good to hear. I mean, you were definitely looking comfortable with some side-by-side. You had plenty of side-by-side action with multiple drivers. So I think it's definitely safe to say you were feeling comfortable. I obviously missed the sprint race. How was that for you, mate?
Sprint race is right, although I got tagged twice right at the start on turns 1 and 2.
Oh, that's not fun.
That pushed me down. No, but the sprint race was all right. That was a good fight during that as well. I can't remember who that was with. I think that was Brewdog as well.
He wouldn't leave you alone all fucking day, eh?
No.
Head in the ass.
Yeah.
All right.
No, great battle with Brewdog there. I don't usually fight with Brewdog. He's usually either up in front or I'm miles behind.
Yeah, so it's
But,
a
yeah,
nice
it
change
was
of
a good
pace,
race
then,
today.
right? It's a nice
Yeah.
change of pace to see you up there as well. I mean, you're the king of the Goombas after all, right? That's we don't have, unfortunately, anything like that when it comes to what's it called, the Mario games. But you know what? We got you, and that's all that matters. This was obviously the week break. We were supposed to have our week break. We are making up for lost time. Circuit of the Americas is an interesting track. Were you concerned sorry, I know there were 2 safety cars, but let's say if there weren't 2 safety cars, were you planning on doing a single stop or a 2 stop?
1 stop. It was medium to hard.
All day. So
Yeah. Yeah, it was I was just 1 stop. It was the softs don't last very long on this track.
oh, that's
In fact, that right at the end, I was on brand new mediums against everyone's softs, and I caught them.
I was going to
Granted,
say
they were
right?
fighting, but I did actually start catching them near the end.
I noticed that on the final restart, you were one of the few guys that started on the mediums, and I mean, with 3 laps to go, you never know. You proved that obviously the mediums are probably, if there was maybe 1 more lap, that probably would have worked out even better in your favor. But such is life. It's all good. You had a great finish. I think P5 you ended up being at the end of the day.
Yeah, P5, thanks to Apex's penalties.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks with Apex penalties, but that's racing, brother. It's racing. You gotta.
So I think I finished with the fastest lap as well in the end. I don't remember seeing anyone else get the fastest.
Honestly, I don't even remember. I'm such a bad commentator. I don't even fucking look at that shit. I know it's on the stream somewhere. You'll be able to see it, but you know what? Even if you did, congratulations. Regardless, if not, sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Monza coming up next week. We got the Temple of Speed. What's your thoughts on that, mate?
Yeah, I don't mind Monza. It's an odd track. It's one of those ones where if you make a mistake at a certain point, it will bite you in the arse. Mm-hmm. It's like there's many places where it's like if you get caught on a curb, spin, there's no saving it.
Sorry. yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got something in my throat. But yeah, no, I 100% know what you mean. And another thing too that I've noticed, very similar to the Red Bull ring, pad players and wheel players are very close with regards to times. It's not like Jeddah where the wheel is predominantly better than pad. So it'll be interesting to see when it comes to the times, all you guys, when it comes to side-by-side action. And I mean, it's always just going to be fun for RRF1. Let's not lie. Goomba, thank you for your time, mate. All the best. Congratulations on an awesome finish, and hopefully we'll see you next week at the Temple of Speed.
Yeah. Peace.
All right, moving on to P3 in this freaking 50%. Oh, the 3 of these drivers that we're about to talk to next. What a show they gave me at the end. I feel like I almost lost my voice screaming with you guys. But regardless, Hayden, a solid P2 in the sprint race. I did catch the end of that, and then a solid P3. So double podium for you today. I know you probably would have liked to have gotten the win, but it just wasn't in the cards today. Give us your thoughts, mate. How was the session as a whole for you?
Yeah, I'll take P2 in the sprint and P3 in the race, but obviously happy I forgot P1 and P2 or the P2, P1, yeah, in the race and sprint, but that's racing, you don't know where you're going to come at the end.
No, of course. One thing I have to ask, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but do you maybe wish you had gone into the pits at the very end, or were you not able to get in time?
I don't know, because there's carnage behind me. If I pitted, I might be in that carnage, you know, like knocked down to the bottom, or like lose front wing. I know Pass lost front wing, but he still got P1, so well done to him.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah,
I can't
definitely
believe
quick
he
on
did
the
that,
source.
man. I can't believe he freaking did that. But when it comes to your battle with, I think it was Tom and Destroyer Drac, it was kind
Yeah,
of weird for you. You were kind of stuck in that awkward P3 position.
yeah,
And I mean, Dom and Destroyer Drac, like anytime you would almost go for a move, they were just blocking your lane. Is that,
yeah.
how frustrating is that as a driver?
It is very quite annoying when you're on third because you can't overtake because the guy in front of you got DRS as well. So it's just kind of sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah, you and Tom were actually really good when it comes to your battery conservatory. Like you guys were really conserving that. You were sitting at around 90% pretty much the whole first
Yeah.
half of the race. It's really good to see the strategies come into play and fruition throughout the whole thing. Everyone was pretty much starting on medium, so it was like all fair play, at least from that perspective. When it comes to the safety cars, at least, do you think it maybe, I guess, did it kind of, I don't want to say ruin your race, but did it like kind of just throw off everything when it comes to how you viewed the race going?
I mean, I pitted when the safety car came out. I was in the pits when it came out, the safety car. So I kind of lost like maybe destroy a track. That kind of it really. So yeah, it definitely threw like a spanner.
At least it wasn't the end of the world, though.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Obviously, I don't want to keep you for too long. We got 2 more interviews, but Temple of Speed coming up next week. A lot of people's favorites. What's your thoughts?
I don't mind the track. It's an okay track.
Okay, fair.
home Grand Prix for Ferrari though.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And obviously, you're on Team Ferrari as well. So,
Yeah.
shout out to the Scuderia. And of course, you know, I mean, I guess we could say maybe the Tifosi pressure. Will you be able to handle it?
Find out.
All right, sounds good. Aiden, always a pleasure talking to you, mate. Thank you for your time and good luck this weekend because I will be seeing you hopefully on Saturday,
Yeah.
brother.
Yep. See you then.
All right, take
Bye-bye.
care, mate. Peace.
Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to move on to P2 and actually the winner of the sprint race, P2 in the 50 percenter. And I mean, Tom, I mean, Jesus, man, that was so close. I know obviously Pass got you at the end with the softs, but you did not make that easy for him whatsoever. Give us your thoughts, mate. How was the battle for you?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. To be fair. Battle was pretty much the whole race.
Mhm.
One, like you say, won the sprint, second in the main race. Outscored Hayden and Pass, which is what I kind of need to do. Just need them to get less points. But yeah, overall, safety car ruined it a little bit because I thought I would have probably won if the safety car didn't come out. But it's one of those.
One thing I have to ask you, is it nice not having Zero around to fuck around with you guys up at the front?
Well, I think everyone can see it makes it more interesting.
It definitely makes it fun for sure. I have to give a special shout out to Destroyer Drac. Despite he had that 3-second time penalty, I have to ask, was it frustrating being in your shoes, having to fight with a guy that's obviously really fast in his own right, but he has the 3-second time penalty, and are you ever thinking like, why the fuck is this guy fighting me still? Like, does that ever go through your head, or what's your thoughts on that?
No, not really. Like he's entitled to it. It's only one. I make one mistake, or for instance, and spin it, and then he's got that 3-second lead. It's just he was so fast in the straights. It was really frustrating. He was pretty slow in the corners, but straights he was so quick.
Yeah, I could. I mean, that's Destroyer Drac for you. He's really a pain in the ass. Ever since he's turned off those assists, he's like a diamond in the rough. He sometimes comes out of freaking nowhere and just kills it. Today is obviously one of those things. He obviously went for a dive bomb. Did you catch that incident on the second safety car restart behind you?
I looked back slightly just to see how close I think Hayden was behind me, and I saw was him facing the wrong way. And I was like, oh gosh.
Yeah, that was quite.
And
funny.
then it was just really frustrating because then pass gets through. Maybe if he didn't spin, it takes a bit longer the pass to get through. I might have had a bit more of a chance to win, for instance.
Yeah, actually, you brought up a very good point. I was literally going to bring that up with Pass, with regards to that incident, because I think you're right. That did definitely contribute to the factor of him being so close and being able to catch up to you guys as quick as he did, despite the freaking wing damage. So it's crazy how that all happened. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
I think he lost his end plate, didn't he? Left front.
Yeah, I believe so. We'll get a confirmation in just a second for sure. But regardless, great performance from you. Obviously, you obviously got some mad pace. You got solid points for the weekend as a whole. So, I mean, what more could you ask for, Tom? Let's be honest. That's a great performance. I'm sorry I missed your sprint race. I apologize. I'll try not to miss it for next time. But moving forward, Italy, Monza, coming up next week. What's your thoughts, mate?
Don't mind it. It's one of those ones, isn't it? Low downforce.
Zero is coming back. Are you going to be able to kick his ass? He's listening onto the stream, so just let him know.
Maybe I'll pay for him to stay in Greece an extra week if he wants to.
Yeah, that's Zero. You can take an extra week break, all right? No worries, no stress, Zero. You got this.
So no,
right?
I enjoy the track.
All right, sounds good. Any favorite parts like Ascari, Lesmos? First,
straight.
Pardon?
The straight where you don't have to turn.
The straight where you don't have to turn. Fair enough. Great answer, brother. Anyways, Tom, thank you for your time. All the best, mate, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Take care. Cheers. Thank you.
Peace. All right, now we're going to move on to our final interview of the evening. It is our race winner. I have no idea where he finished in the sprint race. Probably last place because he's an idiot. But I love him nonetheless. It is Find the Pass. How you doing, brother?
Hello. I will clarify where I finished in the sprint race. I started 19th, got all the way up to 5th place on the last lap, went for a move on Twisted into the section where I got Apex, and we made wheel-to-wheel contact. And instead of him backing out, he kept driving me into the wall, and I ended up with a 10-second pen and finishing like 12th. That's how the sprint went.
Okay, so obviously the sprint race could have gone a little better.
It was a bad move from me, to be fair. I've apologized to him for it. So
that's nice of you. Moving forward though, the main race. I mean, let's just be honest. You were kind of stuck in that like a weird position. Like you were always kind of fighting with those top guys, but like you came in early trying to go for the undercut. You got fucked over by the safety car, and then you were kind of like in this midfield limbo position because obviously the two top guys were kind of like in their own world at that point. What's going on through your head when it comes to all that bullshit? And then you get the wing damage, and you know you're on the fresh softs. Like I can't imagine. Like what's going on through your head?
So when we're in that, like I called it the snake. We were playing snake, where no one was overtaking each other, and I was just sat behind them because I knew two of them had pens, and I just knew I needed to stick with them because my tires were 4 laps older than those 4 ahead of me because I pit before the safety car came out. So I was 4 laps older tires. I was like, if I can just stick with them and get third in pens alone, I'd be happy. Then the safety car came out, went for the gamble on the softs, came out in 7th. Drac made a little bit of a boo-boo in turn 1, spun completely. I hit him quite hard in his front to my front because he spun round, and I had yellow wing damage like on one side from turn 1 always to the end of the race. So I don't know how I was able to deal with that, and I ended up overtaking 2 fast drivers like Hayden and Tom, but it somehow happened. So I will. I'll take it. To be honest with you, something finally went correctly.
So that was the one thing I was curious about. Was it the damage incurred in the pit going into the pits, or did it occur with the Destroyer Drac incident? That's what I was curious about.
What did you say? Sorry.
The wing damage. It occurred at turn 1 with the Drac incident.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I hit the front of his car. He'd spun around like a 180, and he was on the apex, and I just hit him. And my wing on one side fell off. In a what-if world, like a conspiracy theory, if that had not happened, do you think you would have had a chance to take the win? What was that? Sorry.
I'm just saying, like conspiracy theory. Let's put the aluminum hats on, okay? If Drac had not fucked that up, do you think you still would have been able to get the race win?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh shit! Balls.
Yeah, because considering how I was faster than the two other people on the hards as much as I was when I had wing damage. Like, if I didn't have wing damage, I feel how much quicker I would have been. The only person ahead of me on softs was Drac, who had 3-second time pen.
All right, fair enough. Well, I like the enthusiasm. Obviously, we'll never know, but I like it. You know, I like it. Monza coming up next week. What's your thoughts?
Monza. I do like Monza, to be honest. I do like Monza. Yes, it is good. It's a good track. Need to qualify well, basically. If you don't qualify well, you get stuck in the DRS train, and the front group will break away, and you have no chance of catching them. So,
and we all know what you've been struggling
strategy.
on this year.
Qualifying.
Exactly. So,
Even though in the sprint I should have qualified on second on the grid, but I invalidated my only lap, and then I invalidated a pole lap in the main quali.
Story of your fucking life, man. Just get it together, will you? Just get it together.
I'm just always on the track limits. That's what it is. I'm always on the edge. Like it's either it's going to be a ridiculous lap or I'm invalidating it.
All right. Well, it sounds good. I think personally you are in the group of death for at least the. I mean,
I know I am. I know
it is the first round. It's like obviously group of death means fuck all. To be honest with you, it's more. I would be more scared if I was in the group of death in the quarterfinals because that's where the real eliminations start happening. But regardless, it's going to be a fun first round, a fun tournament as a whole. Are there any names that you are weary about? I guess is the best way to put it.
Well, in my group, to be honest with you, like I said in the chat, that I'm cooked. They're all too fast. Like what? You did this to me last time as well. You put me in the group of death.
I didn't do this to you. It's the wheel that does this to you.
Yeah, but every time the first race of the season, I've been in it twice so far, and I've been in the group of death all 3 times now.
So yeah, you got Harrison. He's like a top driver in his league. Kaysen White won TTR last season. Bradley, we all know from V3. He's fucking fast. I mean, you guys, yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
If I like, I've beaten Harrison. If it's in F2 cars, I'm as fast as him in F2 cars. But it comes to, I've raced him in F1 cars. Yeah, I know. You should do an F2 one though at some point.
Maybe one day. Maybe honestly, we need to keep growing. Okay, if I can get a full,
just make the finals F2 race.
If I can make one tournament with full fucking drivers and nobody drops out, I'll consider it. Okay, that's what I need though. I need everyone to show up. Also, I'm not going to say his name, but I do want to let you know there is one guy in this tournament who has beaten Jarno Opmeer and does have the world record at one time trial right now currently. I think he might have 2 world records. By
any chance?
I don't know. I can't say his name out loud because I don't want to scare everybody. But
you can't say his name out loud.
Yeah.
I put it this way. In this Diesel Classic, I'm back for revenge because the way I went out last Diesel Classic, I was not very pleased with.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to. Obviously, it's like a shootout. It reminds me of like short speed skating where you have like those 4 guys just going through like those little laps, and obviously like they clip their skates one little time. You could have the top 2 just throw out. All of a sudden, 3rd and 4th move on to the semis. It's like what the fuck just happened?
I was like, I think it was lap 3, and I was leading at Mexico, and I got tagged from behind, and I went down by 5 seconds. And then I caught up to like 2 seconds within the last 2 laps, but it wasn't enough. But I'm back for revenge this time.
Well, you know what? We're gonna see.
I won't win the first race. I'll be like last, but after that. I'll be all right.
One thing I'm going to warn you because I know you struggle with qualifying. We do have 1-shot qualifying to determine grids when the eliminations happen. So that 1-shot quali is going to be instrumental to deciding where you obviously start on the grid, because as we found out in the semis and even when it comes to the finals, there was basically no fucking switching up positions. So the grid is really important, obviously, when it comes to you fast motherfuckers. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Anyways, thank you for your time, Pass. I think we talked enough, brother. Yes. All the best. And
thank you for commentating.
I'm sorry I missed the sprint, but I'm glad I missed a thrilling end, and it was partially thanks to you, so thank you.
That's my first back-to-back wins in this league, I think.
It's all thanks to me too, is right? It's the
it's
song, it's me,
here.
It's Zero missing. This is fucking wonderful life. All right. Anyways, all the best, ladies and gentlemen.
You too, buddy.
That'll be it for the interviews. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the interviews. My name's DieselDominator. I'll be back. Well, actually, I won't be live on Saturday. I'll just be in the background. But we are doing the Diesel Classic. We'll be live on Raver and Potter's streams for 2 halves because we have 2 hosts. And thanks for all the support. Love you all. And until next time, Diesel out. Have a great and wonderful evening. Peace!